just by challenging the status quo of how things are done, that's when we born the geniusness that is in us. Follow your passion. Act on your passion. Ensure each and every time you're acting on your passion. And believe you me, you're going to have challenges. Have hope that even through this path, you're going to achieve greatness. In most times, we are always told, this is how things are. This is how things have always been done. This is how we do things. But do we ever take a moment to think, if things have been done this way, then why should we keep on doing things the same way? It is the inside genius of us to always have fresh and new perspectives towards doing things. And in this video today, we're going to look at how we are killing our geniusness by just conforming to the patterns and to the ways of the world. Just because things are done in a certain way does not mean we have to do them that way. Probably we have a different view towards it. Even when you look at the word conformity or to conform, it's actually made of two parts, the con and the form. You're going to take the form of the container, that is contained in a certain form. So what kind of container are you boxing yourself in? Are you thinking outside the box, or you're actually creating a box for yourself? Are you containing yourself in a certain pattern of the world just because it is done that way? Just because you can only say some things and other people are not going to sit proper with them, you're not going to say them? How strong are you to stand by yourself and say, this is how I see this, and we can take through this direction? I believe that the successful people in this world are people who didn't sit right with conformity. They just didn't sit proper with maintaining a certain status quo. I believe maintaining a certain status quo is just a level of laziness and just being comfortable with the comfort zone. But how uncomfortable are you going to be with that status quo? Are you just raising your children in a certain way because everyone else is doing that way? Are you just sending letters to a certain organization because everyone else desires to work in that organization? Can you choose a different path for yourself? Can you choose a different action every day that is different from every other person? One of the greatest rappers in this country, Juliani, says, "Angalia population. My footprints go on the other direction. Don't just follow the population. You have a geniusness that is in you to follow a different path." And in this, we're going to look path as an acronym. And starting with P, your passion. Let your passion drive you to the different path. Are you checking on your passion? Probably you're passionate on shooting videos. Probably you're passionate on rapping. Maybe you're passionate with music. But everyone is telling you that having a tech skill is important. Yes, it's important in this day and age, but what is your passion driving you to? What is your passion taking you to? Have you checked yourself? You need to create a path for yourself. You need to check on the other direction. Probably that's where your geniusness lies. Have you checked your passion? You have an inside potential that is so great that no one else can be able to get it out other than you. That is your passion. Does it mean you getting that new skill for you to be able to actualize your passion? Reach unto it. Like myself, I'm passionate with just creating videos and creating content and just learning new ideas and new knowledge. I'm passionate for it. I'm passionate in learning and teaching. Let me reach out to more books. Let me reach out to more podcasts. Let me reach out to more people that can be able to feed me and feed my passion to actualize my dream. That is the geniusness that is in me. So if I choose to stay in an office and be employed by someone, I'll be dimming my light. So what kind of passion do you have? You can list it down. Even you can comment it down below on this video. What are you passionate with? Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's baking. Maybe it's teaching. Maybe it's just creating moments for people, capturing moments for people. Write it down. Take note of it. And ensure that every day you have that thought in mind. I'm passionate for this. I'm passionate for people to have affordable housing. That's why you're in real estate. I'm passionate for people to have secure homes. That's why you're creating a bureau for house managers. Your passion will drive you where even profits can never take you. There is a way also in translating your passion to your profits, because it's in your ingeniousness. That's where people are going to come and tap. People are going to see value in your passion, and they are going to pay you to do your passion. The most interesting thing is, even when you're having your passion drive you, even when things are going wrong, you'll still have the strength to move on, because your passion is the oil in your engine. It's what that is driving you. It is what that is keeping you going. And passion in itself cannot keep you in this journey. That's why you need the letter A in path, that is action. Yes, you're passionate with something, but can you just put that one foot in front of the other and start doing things? Start getting it done. Action, action, action. There is power in getting started. Yes, you don't know the whole thing about production, movies and everything, but you can start somewhere. You can act on something. And I believe, as it is quoted in the book Atomic Habits, as long as you're acting on one thing every single day, by the end of the year, the compound effect of actually acting on one thing will be so huge that you're going to surprise yourself. So how are you acting every day? How are you ensuring that you're actually acting on your passion every day? You're making your passion work. You're learning a new idea about your passion. Maybe you love the lenses. You love capturing moments. You're learning that the focal length and the aperture are something that you can be able to improve on your next shoot. I believe as long as you're acting on your passion, your path is always lined for you. When you take life as a book to learn, you're able to act very wisely on your passion. Your passion is enough by itself, but it's not the end goal. Your passion needs your action. In this world, you can only get done by getting things being done. You can only ensure that things are moving by actually moving things. You need to get started. You have to call all the strength that is in you to have your passion work. You can't just have the potential of a car and you're not fueling it to do work. So, what do you have in your hands? What do you have as your passion? To choose a different path from everyone else, not to conform. Choose your passion and act on it. Every other moment, act on your passion. And this calls us to the next word, that is T, the time. I know you're working on your passion today, but it's not going to bring you fruits maybe today. The feedback loop might be a longer period of time. But don't worry, take your time with your craft. As long as you're honing your craft every day, I believe and I trust that one day it's going to pay. Your time. How are you investing and taking time with your passion? Are you just investing only 1 hour for your passion? Yes, I know some of us, we are forced to get into employment so that we can achieve our financial obligations. But I believe out of the 24 hours, you can spare some time in achieving the dream of your passion. Maybe it's that 1 hour in the evening and 1 hour in the morning. The first 1 hour in the morning, you can choose to learn a new skill, and in the evening, you're practicing it. Maybe you want to learn how to code. You're learning in the morning, and in the evening, you're practicing what you're learning. And in the course of the day, yes, it's time for your employer, but you're also having time for yourself and for your passion and for your dreams and for your ideas. Maybe you want to learn how to bake. You're going on YouTube, downloading all those tutorials, and in the evening, you're learning how to whisk the flour. You want to learn how to be a better speaker. In the evening, you stand in front of the mirror and you're speaking to yourself. You're honing that craft. You're spending time in building onto this passion that is yours. You're acting every time in ensuring that you're able to achieve a different path. You're not just conforming to every other person's thought. You're not just allowing yourself to be comfortable with the status quo. You're challenging the status quo by investing time and investing the resource that it's time in honing your craft. I believe every person has a talent. Every person has something that is in them that is so unique that this world needs. How much time are you investing in ensuring that you have is actually living out in the world? You have a correct path that is passion, action, and time. How much are you doing, or how much time are you investing in ensuring that your passion is working? That your passion is actually moving. It is not just a static goal, it is dynamic. You keep on learning, keep on changing, keep on developing. And one day I believe you're going to achieve the different path that you decide for your life. You can get it done. I believe so. You can keep going, but you also have to invest time for your talents, time for your passion, and time for what thing and what life you desire for your life. And the last word, that is H, is the engine for all these paths. That is hope. There's no way you're going to lose hope in this life because things are not working. Just because you do not have enough resources maybe to walk into a studio and produce content or produce music. You don't need to just fall back and conform to every other person's thought. You can actually shoot with your phone. If you're blessed to have a camera, take it as a blessing. If you're blessed to have a smartphone, take it as a blessing and use it. You can create content with what you have because you have everything. You have anything that is needed. So don't lose hope. In this path, you're going to find all kind of obstacles. You're going to find all kind of challenges. But are you going to fall back into conformity just because you have found a challenge? Not at all. You can rise above the challenges and learn something new of how to do something. I believe that as long as we are going to use this acronym PATH in our life, we are going to choose a different path and not conform to the patterns of this world. Yes, there is a way in which you can learn from the world and just take the lessons from the patterns in which the world has been doing things, but take the lessons and actually form your own path on how to do things. We've been having Uber for cars. What if we had Uber for houses? That's a brilliant idea. Airbnb was born out of it. Just by challenging the status quo of how things are done, that's when we born the geniusness that is in us. Follow your passion. Act on your passion. Ensure each and every time you're acting on your passion. And believe you me, you're going to have challenges. Have hope that even through this path, you're going to achieve greatness. You don't need to conform. You don't need to follow every other person, what they say or what they are doing. You can choose your own path. You can choose your own destiny. Don't just live. Choose the life that you want. Don't just follow. You can be a leader. Don't just say yes. You can also have a different opinion towards things because you are unique. You have a unique and a brilliant ideology inside of you. So call it out today. Ensure you're charting a new path for yourself today, because I believe that as long as every person lives the best that is of them, we are going to have a better world, a better country, a better society, better families, and even better lives and livelihoods. I believe in you, and I believe you can get it done. And you can only get it done by choosing a different path, not just by conforming. So don't conform. Choose your path and have a nice time. Till next time, enjoy a conform-free life. Peace.